joy of reading has always been a strong one here in West Bloomfield, and there's no better place for avid readers to come from all across the community to talk about the next great story than with Book Talks, a monthly book club event that takes place right here at the West Bloomfield Township Public Library that's been happening for the last 40 years. 40 years of telling stories, sharing memories, and building that ever-strong love of reading. What is Book Talks?
It's the library's version of a book group. Every month, 12 months a year now, we choose a book. The facilitators, the people who lead the discussions, get together. We choose the books for a 6-month period, and then each month we do 2 conversations about those books, where those of us who call ourselves facilitators lead the conversation. We don't try and lecture or teach about the book, but rather think of it as a library-based book group. And 1984, August of 1984 was the very first book talk. And the interesting thing is that nobody really knew that. When I got involved, somebody handed me a whole bunch of the bookmarkers that we print all the time to show the book talks, what they're going to be. And when I realized that this August was 40th anniversary, I said, that's a good excuse for a party. So we're partying tonight.
And it's great that all of these people bond together just simply from the joy of reading.
Absolutely. We're all readers and we love reading. And if you're a reader, there's nothing you like better than sitting around talking with someone about a book. Whether you loved it or whether you hated it, having other people to talk to about it is a great thing.
How long have you been involved with Book Talks?
6 to 7 years after I retired. I enjoy it. I look forward to once a month gatherings. And it's nice to hear other people's thoughts on the book that I have read. Sometimes it opens your eyes. Sometimes you find out what somebody else is thinking about the same book, or if something you have not kind of understood, it helps to understand that.
Everybody is friendly, everybody's sharing their knowledge of books, everybody's talking about books. It's exactly what we hoped would happen tonight. I sat down at a table with somebody who did not know anybody here who came. And I said, let me join you, and we started talking about books, and the conversation just flowed, and as people kept joining us, it just grew more and more. It just was absolutely delightful.
What do you think people get out of attending Book Talks other than just learning about brand new books?
I think one of the things they get is they get to meet other readers, and I think that's important. I think it ties them to the library, and this is an amazing library, one of the best in the country. A 5-star library, according to the Library Journal, and I think that it's 12 of them in the state of Michigan. That's pretty amazing. So it also makes them library patrons and library fans and library supporters. And the other thing the book talks do is they bring people into the Friends, and the Friends are major supporters of the library.
Book Talks may be 40 years in, but there are still plenty of stories to tell and plenty of connections to be made. And as the club turns the page into a new chapter of celebration, it'll be exciting to see just what those stories are and how the community will continue to bond over the joy of a good book. For Civic Center TV, I'm Jake Schaf.